Hey everyone, MTH Pion and welcome to Pion's Primal Perception. Today I'm gonna share my very first experience with Zoomer. So this is a board game, but it also has some real-time elements. So it takes advantage of being a video game as well, which is interesting. And it was on Kickstarter and is supposed to enter Steam Early Access sometime this year. However, the core game is done already, so the core game is complete. The thing they want to add in Early Access is the online multiplayer part, because so far it's only local multiplayer or against AI. And they assume it takes a year or so to add a full fleshed out online multiplayer experience. I'm gonna see how that goes. First and foremost, I'm interested in the core gameplay though. So let's press X wherever the button is X. I guess it's supposed to be controlled with the controller. The store page says it can be controlled with keyboard, mouse, or controller, however. So I'm gonna prefer. I don't see mouse controlled so far, so I'm gonna stick with the keyboard, I guess. Let's take a look at the options menu. Space doesn't work. Enter does the job. Okay. Separate sound sliders. Three separate sound sliders. That's always good if you have voices. Make them separate. Gameplay, cutscene speed, default, fast. Okay. Auction cards. Not sure what that means. Subtitles all, please. I guess Sumerian. There are some subtitles. There's some other language, I guess. Sumerian, is that a language? I guess not. Probably a fantasy language, I assume. Share analytics. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's be nice to the developer and give him some info on how I played the game. That hopefully helps them to develop a better game, or improve on it, or whatever. Rulebook, not gonna look at that. I watched a 2-minute tutorial video because the developer said I should do that before playing. Well, however, that email as well was pretty old already, so maybe they implemented the tutorial in the meantime. Doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, wait, maybe they did. Wait, there's some. How do I? Okay, pick a noble. I want to get to the tutorial button thingy. How can I get there? I guess I have to pick a noble first. Because when I got access to this game, which, as I said, is quite a few weeks ago, there was no tutorial yet, so they proposed I should watch the tutorial video, which I just did, but I think the tutorial might be in there now, so that's good. So we can frog, lion, some bird, reindeer, no, elk, I guess. I think I go with frog. I like frog. Enter, or X, I guess. C to go to sleep. Ooh. Register. Not sure what I'm doing here, but sure. There, I cannot put another letter there. That's unfortunate. I from now on shall be called TH Pio. Okay. Jumping with up and down. Okay, I'm controlling. I cannot control WASD. Wait, it says on the screen. I should probably just look around. Jump is up. Double jump is twice up, obviously. X for interaction. Arrows for move. Down for drop floor. Select mouse button to join. Oh, I can have another player with the mouse here. Okay, that's cool. And right click to get rid of them. I think I stick to the keyboard. Seems like it would be more pleasant to play this with the keyboard. Variants. Let's go for tutorial first. There we go. Basics. Okay, let's start with sacrifice. Yeah, that's what I got from the video as well. The game's about sacrificing thingies to the gods, which will give you victory points. And believe it or not, in the end, the one with the most victory points wins. That's a surprise. I am Gulgalana, the bull of heaven. I'll teach you how to serve Inanna, the patron goddess of our city Uruk. Okay. Pew. The initiation. A lot of lightning bolts. And thunder. Ainana, I guess. Allows receiving sacrifices. Place your gift of barley on the altar and she will grant you her favor. Okay, so I have this guy following me. Carrying the barley. And I can put it there with an X. There we go. And that completes a sacrifice, I guess. She looked pleased. Inanna will award you favor for each sacrifice. Gain the most favor and you will rule at her side. You are ready for your next lesson. Okay, that was not very complicated. Okay, so these lessons are very, very short apparently, at least the first one. Would be nice to combine them together a little more, but I guess that works as well. You're all out of gifts for Inanna. You'll need to gather more resources to sacrifice. Order your worker to harvest from a barley field. Okay. Get the worker there. When gathering barley, you pay 1 goat from your herd. Okay, so herds to barley. Why am I saying? I'm saying this wrong. Your worker will harvest while you sleep. Drop down through the floors and sleep in your bed to retire for the night. Okay, so that ends a day. There, the sun passes the sky. The requested barley above the altar show what resources are required for the ritual. Fulfill all of them to complete the ritual. Okay, so this ritual only takes 1 barley, apparently. We get 2 favors for it. Now wake up and sacrifice your barley to Inanna. Sure. Sure thing. Pew pew. I like the animation. Like, it's very, very simple, obviously, but like the jump is somehow well done. Like, I cannot really... It's very jumpy. I don't know. It's kind of cute. I cannot really describe why. I'm not an animation expert, but it works. It's super simple. A super simple animation. Actually, it's not that simple. Like the still image, obviously for the most part of the animation, it's a still image, sure. But the landing is quite dynamic. Like, take a look at that. That's actually pretty detailed. I think that's what makes it work. Yeah, it's pretty bouncy. I kind of like it. The hate is very satisfying as well. Okay, enough fiddling around. Let's sacrifice some barley and get some favors. Cool. She looks pleased again. I'm happy. Well, she's happy. I'm happy when she's happy. Completing rituals ends a year. Inanna judges a favorite after a few years of service. I think you're ready to raise the stakes. Wonder if I can speed up this dialogue. Bonuses. I'm gonna try pressing X next time. Time for... Yeah, that works. Time for a competition. Prove to Almighty Inanna that you deserve her attention. Okay, press X. Ready? Look at the altar. There is only 1 requested barley unfilled. Get ready to race for Inanna's favor. That's where the real-time part comes into play. Whoop whoop. I'm the first one to get there. There we go. So yeah, the game is turn-based. Like every night is 1 turn or every day. But it's also real-time because you can be quicker than your opponent in certain circumstances. And I think there's also a bidding system which works in real time as well. We're gonna see how that works. The animations take a little too long for my... Well, maybe that's good though when you're in a full game. Maybe that's a good break from the real-time action, but we're gonna see. The winner of this ritual has sacrificed the most and has also completed the ritual, gaining both favor rewards. Pressing the wrong button. Whoever completes the ritual gains extra favor from Inanna from their swiftness. And the one to place the most offering on the altar gains a significant amount of additional favor. Now let's make sure you've got this all down. Review. It's a test. Show Inanna what you've learned so far. Wake up, get the barley to go to sleep, and sacrifice to her at the altars. Okay. You go there. Sacrifice a goat. I guess I cannot do anything else here because I don't have another worker. Go to sleep. Let's sacrifice the barley. And I guess I get my worker in here again. No. Ah, there we go. Inanna asked for only 1 more request. Who will be the first to fulfill her desire? Looks like it's a race. Yeah, okay. So this is a little pointless because it's basically doing the same as we did before. And it seems like the waking up thingy is like a ready button. So as long as I'm not pressing anything, I'm asleep and the turn will not start. And when I press X, I wake up and then the countdown starts. Ready, set, go. Whoop. And it doesn't matter how fast the worker is. You have to be there and press X and that's when it counts, apparently. So if the worker is behind, that doesn't matter. Good, I got a bunch of favors. I probably won this. She's pleased. Well done. That gained you a lot of favor. Remember, when Inanna passes judgment, her favorite will rule mankind at her side. Okay. Okay, how to get goats. You have no goats left. Time to learn how to replenish your herd. Okay. When gathering, you must pay your workers goats. With 0 goats in your herd, you won't be able to gather any more barley. You can get more goats at a goat farm. Have your workers collect some. They will herd goats for you overnight. Okay, so this will gain me 3 goats. Now hurry to bed. You know what services? Swift service with goats for going to sleep early. Oh, so oh, interesting. So the first one going to sleep gets more goats than the second one. Ah, neat. When you go to sleep, you dream of goats. That's just silly. You dream of goats, sure. Is it a nightmare of a goat simulator? I guess. Whoever returns to bed first will receive more goats than their slower competitors. Okay, interesting. So that's where the real-time part comes into play again. So I got 2 goats because I was slow. But I got 2 goats, at least. So that's good. Gather barley and sacrifice to finish the lesson. Okay. So 1 goat for 1 barley. Going to sleep. And then racing the opponent again to get there first. So, cutting barley. Wake up. Ready. There we go. The AI is pretty slow in the tutorial. Well, that makes sense, since it's the tutorial. I assume, like, there are multiple AI levels, and I assume the highest one will be way more efficient than the tutorial AI. Inanna was very pleased. Now let's go to her holy temple. Did I press too quickly? Maybe. Okay, auctions. Welcome to the domain of the gods. Inanna brings you... God damn it. Should not press X, I guess. Whoever's bidding the most goats when time runs out, we will win the auction and gets the blessings. Okay, adjust your bid by moving right and left. There will be several auctions in a row, so don't spend all your goats at once.
Let wings make the people swift in their service.
Okay, so that makes me quicker. That sounds very useful, in fact. Okay, so we're bidding in real time, and whoever wins the bid when time runs out, that was not me, apparently. But you paid a lot of goats for it. Someone just bought their first blessing. Try to get a good price on the next 2. Or trick your opponent into a bad deal. Okay. Interesting mechanic to have this like go in real time. So you can try to trick them by going like low first, and then the last second try to go beneath, like higher than them, beyond them.
People have aid in their service to the Anunnaki.
Okay, works for you for 2 goats per day for 1 year. That's an additional worker, but it's quite expensive in goats, but I guess it's still useful. I wonder what happens if we tie. Let's see. Or will he try to trick me in the end? No, he didn't. I could have. I tried, I guess. He won. Oh, I guess because he got there first. Okay. The next blessing. So he bet 5 goats, so he won. The next blessing is a clay pit, a new building. It gives access to clay and new resources. The owner pays no goats for using it. So I guess if I bid 10, I instantly win the bid. Sounds useful. Okay, let's go with 10. There we go. Won the bidding war. Buying a building like the clay pit lets you place it on the ziggurat. Follow me back and we'll learn to construct them. Okay. Building. After each auction, you normally place any buildings you bought. Here I've given you each a pottery to place. Wow, why each? I won. Not fair. Place your building in empty rooms. It's a good idea to build near your home. Being closer means you can get there first. That makes sense. Also, build it far away from your opponent. I would assume. When you finish placing buildings, go to bed. Once everyone is asleep, the workers will construct your buildings. Okay. Buildings you own are painted in your color. Anyone can use any building, but you pay no goats for using your own. Ah, okay. Interesting. You will be ready to begin your service soon. First, you should learn how to make better resources. Take this clay. Sure, bring your worker to the pottery. They will turn the clay into a pot. That makes sense. Now go rest in your bed. I think the tutorial is, has too many small steps. Like, it's quite obvious how this works, because it works similar to the other stuff. But yeah, I guess okay, it's advanced resources now, but still, like, let's see. It drags on a little, the tutorial, because there's no real challenge in it. It's just like a guided playthrough of a tutorial session. Now you can sacrifice this new resource. While barley was only worth a little favor, a pot is worth a lot of favor. Okay. There we go. That's 12 points, 12 favors. Or 12 points of favor? I'm not sure. Is it 12 individual favors? Or is it 12 points of favor? I assume the latter, actually. You know enough to begin your service to Inanna. Now you can dive into an intro game or pick up sacred worship practice from the advanced lesson. I think I want to do an intro game first. Let's get into some action. You have been fashioned to serve Holy Inanna, the great lady of heaven. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. You will work her land. You will tend her herd. You will make ritual offerings in her holy name. The mule's meal. The sowing. Earn the most favor and rule at her side. Okay, year 1. Okay, so we're playing against 3 AI enemies. And there are 2 rituals up there. The mule's meal and the sowing. Both take Barney. We have 15 goats and 2 workers. We can make bread. What is bread? Oh, bread has his own favorite thingies as well. I guess that's the storage thingy. That was the next topic in the tutorial, as Gib did. I'm not sure what that does. I guess you get points for having the most bread in there. 13, and the second one gets 6, and the third gets 5. And you just store Barney in there, I guess, which gets moved to, which gets produced to, what's the word? Which gets converted to bread? Not really the word. Baked, I guess. So I guess we just start with creating some Barney. That makes sense. There are only 5 Barney producing thingies, and we have 8 workers in total, however. So, gonna be quick. Gonna go for the 2 on the left. I guess I cannot get both, so we'll get the second guy to a goat thingy and then go back to sleep as quickly as possible. Okay, that worked as expected. Would have preferred getting 2 Barneys, but at least I'm gonna get 3 goats and a Barney, so that's pretty decent. So, I could get the Barney into one of the rituals already, which is probably not the worst idea. However, there is actually 5 Barney on the field already. Potentially, any of the rituals could be completed already. So it depends a little bit on what my opponents do, because it's obviously a good idea to, like, the thing is, the orange one could have like, if I put it in the sowing, the orange one can put his 2 Barneys in the sowing and win that. So that would be bad. So I should probably not rush to place the Barney anywhere. I should rush to get my worker doing something else though. So getting more Barney seems like a reasonable thing. So I'm gonna start running to the left, put a Barney in there, and then take a look around, see what they do. I think that sounds reasonable. Okay, you go there. Seems like they're all going for this one. So yeah, put it in there. Oh wait, no, that's the orange. I can't. Okay, that didn't work well. Okay, now I took too long. Now I'm at a huge disadvantage. I think what I'm gonna try is put the Barney in here, get the other worker to create another Barney, because that was still open. And now try to get up there and put both Barneys into the mule's meal and win that over. Or potentially get 1 Barney in the sowing, get that ready, wait for someone to get another Barney in the mule's meal, and finish that. Ha! That's more risky, but it might be a good idea anyway. Okay, let's try that. Okay, this completely... does this enter here instantly? If so, this might have been a bad move. No, okay, it continues. So I now just sit here and wait for someone to put his thing in there. There we go. I wonder if he actually wins or we tie apparently, which means... No, he wins because... No, Oh, we split. Okay, fair enough, we split. Good. That means get more bunny. Oops, didn't got the guy in there. How many goats do I have left? 17, that should be enough. It's good to be quick even though I have no worker getting goats because I blocked the 3 goat slot for everyone else. So that's still a good thing. Oh, if a goat farm is not getting used, it actually creates more goats. Interesting. I see, I see. I guess we're getting an auction now? So I got the most points, that's good. Bunch of stuff.
People have aid in their service to the Anunnaki.
I'm the one with the lowest amount of goats, however, so I have to be careful on what to pick. So hired hand sounds useful, but then again it costs more goats, so that's a problem. Well, I guess you can get more goats as well. It probably pays off quite a bit. But getting a clay pit or a pottery for free is good as well. I'm not sure what the epic statue does. Let's try to get the higher hand. Hired hand. I think that pays off pretty quickly. Seems like they completely outbid me very quickly. No, I can't get... Okay, at least I increased the price quite a bit. Gives 3 favor for each of your rooms it's connected to in a block. Oh, interesting. I don't see that being worthwhile for me, though. I'm not gonna get that. So I couldn't get the hired hand because someone did bet more goats than I had. So that's basically the second best outcome for me after getting it myself, I think. Well, it would have been better if they would have just... Let's try to increase the price. Okay. So, a clay pit. I definitely want a clay pit for free if possible. So let's try to get that. Gonna... I don't know. I don't think 10 is worth. It will basically... It just means I get 1 free use per day, right? And I think a clay pit costs 2 goats to use. So, if I use it 5 times, it would pay back 10 goats. So I guess 10 is a lot. So I think I'm okay to pay 6 or so. 6 sounds reasonable. Maybe even 7. But no, I think I go for 6 and not more than that. Okay, they get way higher than that, which is pretty crazy. Let's block them from going lower. There we go.
Let the people fashion clay into
Oh, the pottery is even more expensive. Okay, it makes more sense to bid a little higher for this one. Oops. No, I don't want to pay that much. If you want to pay 13, take it. I'm just gonna get the other ones. No. Oh, wait, why did I go lower than that? Yeah, go for 12. Fine. I'm just gonna take the pottery for 6. That's really good. Wait, how does he still have that much left? Wait, what? Wait, why did I go? Ooh, good. It says he has 5 goats left. How could he go that high? That was weird. Might have been a bug. I'm not sure. He has 5 goats left. He couldn't bet that high. I'm not sure why I had to pay that much. Unfortunate. So I can place 1 building. I'm gonna place that left to my left. And I have 2 barneys, which is good. Which I bring to the storage, I guess. And then get some goats and get to sleep because there are no rituals there. No rituals in place yet. Oh, it's only it's only the preparation phase, I guess. So I can only build that. Can't actually control the other workers. So I got a pottery. A statue Gave him 12 points! Oh, that's more than I expected. How did it give him 12 points? Wasn't it like 3 points per adjacent building that he owns? Or was it 3 per building in general? Huh, maybe. Okay, that's a final year, so we can can get Potts and Barney in those rituals. So getting Potts early sounds reasonable. So I'm gonna get rid of that Barney, preferably in one of the rituals. Or I put it in the storage. Let's just put 2 in the storage and then let's go make clay and hope to get Potts next turn. Oops. No, I didn't want to go to sleep. Stay up. Okay, you can't wake up again. Good. Oh wait, there's only 3 slots in the storage? Maybe per night? I'm not sure how the storage works. I'm very intrigued by the game so far, by the way. I really like it. It's cool. Well, I would like to see some, like a proper, somewhat of a single player campaign. I'm not a big fan of playing games like this, like in custom game modes, basically. Yeah, okay, so it seems like the storage works as I expected. You can place up to 3 Barneys there every day, and who has the most in total gets the maximum favors, maximum amount of favors. So, okay, so now we need to create pots, obviously. I don't have to rush for that because nobody else can, but I'm gonna rush for it anyway because there's not much else to do. So, going to the pottery, going to sleep, and that's it. This one is free, luckily. This one is not, unfortunately. Okay, orange did put 1 Barney in the storage as well. I should keep an eye on that. That's a lot of favor. So I'm the only one having pots for the thingies yet. Not quite sure how it works. Like, to win the ritual, to have the most of the parts, do I have to have more than half in total? Do I have to... Are pots worth more? They're worth more for the total score. That, like, they cost 7. But if I put in there 2 pots, which would be 14, is that like 7 Barneys? So if I put 2 pots in one, do I definitely win that thing? I'm not sure. Let's find out, I guess. Yeah, I think I just put both into one and then... I have enough goats, get more Barney. That makes sense. Okay, now it seems like the amount of parts in there, like who has a majority of resources in the sacrifice wins. Because the number, the 13 is still purple, so he has 3 resources in the storing, and I have only 2, so he's ahead. So I should try to overwhelm him there. Which might be tricky. So let's take a look at pots. Blue has a pot and purple has a pot. Purple might just rush up there and try to get both his resources in there. And that would be pretty good for him. So I have to get both my Barneys in there before purple gets there, which means he can close the ritual, but I'm gonna win the majority, which is more important. And afterwards I go for more Barney, obviously. Yeah, that makes sense. He's not actually going for that. Interesting. So, is blue finishing this up? He is, okay. So that wins me the ritual, which is good. And I'm not gonna win the other one, but I can try to close it. Oh, I should have gone for clay, actually. I'm an idiot. Well, I guess I go for more storage in that case. Especially because orange surpassed me. So I'm gonna try to put 2 Barneys in the storage. And probably doesn't matter what I do afterwards, because I think the game's over. Because someone will put a pot in there, blue to be more precise, and that will be end of the game. And I hope I win that. I should. If I get the storage favors, I'm pretty sure I'm winning. So let's try to do that. And well, let's get some goats. Why not? Maybe they're like a secondary, like a tiebreaker number or something. So. Oh wait, I don't have the most points in storage. Even after getting those two in there. Orange has 5. So, that's not gonna work. But I'm gonna be second, which should be enough. Oh, blue actually has 44 points? Holy crap. I guess blue won in that case, because I'm not gonna... If I would have won storage, I would have surpassed him, but I don't, and therefore blue wins. Unfortunate. Interesting. Interesting. Let it be the one who has fashion statues to besiege the goods. Okay, goats give points as well, apparently. Wait, what? What is going on? You gain additional favor for stuff. For goats and for something else. I'm not sure what the other things were. Am I still second place? Looks like it. I'm actually first! Because I had more goats than blue, I guess. I'm not sure what happened in the end. I think goats were actually quite valuable in the end. You're my beloved Not quick enough in the reading. Interesting. So I actually won. Cool. Press show stats. So 24 points for rituals. 21 for bonuses. 8 for bread. No, that's actually... Is that the number of points I got? I guess. 10 for goats. Yeah, I got 10 points for goats. And blue got 2 points for goats and 3 points for unused resources. So I guess the Barney gives 1 point, the pot gives 2 points, and goats... Either the number of goats? I guess the number of goats, because it's 10, 2, 2, 4. So I guess I just had 10 goats left, and every goat is a victory point. Or every 2 goats a victory point. That might be the thing. That might be it. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. So I should take a look at the tutorial again. Doesn't have a point for how the scoring works. What is kilns? Figured out how the storage works, so I don't need a tutorial for that. Spend a goat at auctions, end of game. Oh, 3 goats have 1 victory point. There we go. That answers my question. This is the bakery. Bring barley here to bake it into bread, and Inanna will award you favor for feeding her people. Wait, that's... I thought that would be the storage, so I guess that's not the storage. That's the bakery. Makes sense. Can we leave this tutorial? Switch lesson. What is storage then? You know how to craft pots and harvest barley. Inanna has bestowed the art of brewing upon you, so you can combine those to make beer. Sweet. To craft a beer, you'll need both a pot and a barley. It seems you already have a clay in your storage. Oh, the storage is the thing down there. Ah, okay. I guess I can store resources instead of instantly using them. It seems you already have all your workers to retrieve the clay so you can make a pot. I press C before waking up? I guess. Make a pot, he says. Oh, that storage just showed up. Some extra resources and stuff. Another worker. Yay, you'll need 2 to make the beer. 2 to make beer, but if you swap now, you won't hold the right resources. 2 workers to make beer? Why do I need 2? Oh, because I need a barney and a pot. So I need 1 worker bringing a barney and 1 bringing a pot. That makes sense. And I'm not getting the right resources. You can control what you swap by locking your front worker's resource, while you tell the front worker to hold only your others will swap. Okay. That seems a little contrived. Give your worker the hold order and swap resource until you are carrying a barley and a pot. S and Z. Oh, that kind of makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense. Why S? What the hell? Yeah, now I have to write resources. Okay. There we go. Oh, actually the other worker doesn't have to stay there. Can we get him here? Oh, wait, we have to get clay there to create a pod, obviously. And now I have to be quick to finish the ritual. There we go. Okay, so there's storage and more advanced resources as well, apparently. Interesting, interesting. I briefly touched it earlier. I prefer having like proper single-player campaigns for games, because usually, even though I like the concept, I don't see me playing this a whole lot. Like, I don't know. If I want to play, okay, I play competitive games, sure. Sometimes I do, but that's only very rare that I stick to a game on a competitive level and play it regularly online. Also, this game is not available online yet, so that's also a thing. And I usually don't play against the computer multiple times. Okay, I could play with my family, I guess, with my wife or friends or whoever locally. I could see me doing that maybe, because the game is pretty cool and it's easy to understand, super easy to control. Basically, you have arrow keys and 1 button, or 2 if you count the swap button for storage. Well, 3 with the S for some reason. That doesn't seem to be a proper, like, that's really stupid key binding. Anyway. Yeah, maybe I play this a little bit locally with friends or family. Could be interesting. It's definitely cool. It definitely has cool mechanics. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm probably gonna make another video on this. Maybe when it enters early access or when it fully releases. Yeah, depends. Don't want to promise anything right now. But I'm probably gonna touch this again and give it a more in-depth look. Because it definitely is interesting. I repeated that multiple times now. I think you got the point that I like the concept and the game mechanics and the visual presentation as well. Actually, I like it's a fairly simple art style, but it seems polished. It works well. The animations are pretty good actually. Like, look at that goat on the bottom of the screen. That's actually pretty detailed animation. And it's pretty well done. And in general, the music and the sound effects are pretty good as well. So it's pretty atmospheric. It's fairly minimal, like it's not super minimal, but a very fairly minimal art style, I guess. Like, it's not super detailed, but it works quite well. So yeah, I like it. It looks a little hand drawn, actually. Not really, like it's clearly not hand drawn, but it has a similar vibe, I guess. So yeah, it's called Zoomer. It's gonna go into Steam Early Access at some point this year. And I'm gonna put a link to the Steam page in the description, obviously, as usual. And, well, I really enjoy it. So, good job. Thanks for watching. I'm TH Pine. Have fun and see you next time.